So approximately 11:30 a.m, a man walked into the bank situated here at Commonwealth Bank, Springvale Road, Springvale. He had with him some sort of accelerant. He walked into the bank and lighted that accelerant, which caused some sort of fire within the bank. He set himself alight with that fire, and there was a number of other people within the bank at that time that received some injuries as well. He left the bank, police attended shortly after and assisted him, followed by the ambulance who also attended to him at the rear of the bank. So he was attended to for his injuries, and at the same time we had emergency services attend at the bank to attend to the fire, and ambulance Victoria also to attend to the people that were injured. We did have a total of 26 people that had some sort of injury as a result of the incident.
Was there any apparent motive here?
At this stage, it was too early in the investigation to tell. So what's happened since then is that the scene has been shut down and a crime scene has been established. Springvale Road has been shut down, and it probably will be for some period of time. There were, of course, a large number of people around Springvale Road, and we understand that there's been a number of people that have left the scene. We would appreciate if any of those people have witnessed any of the incident or have got something to tell us, please contact Crime Stoppers, because we would like to talk to them about the incident. At this stage, the arson squad are looking after the scene, they're investigating, and yeah, I think that's where we are at this time.
What do we know about the offender? What do we know about him? Age?
At this point in time, we don't know much about him at all. We haven't had a chance to speak with him. He is injured and he is being attended to at hospital at this point in time.
Is he Anglo-Saxon or what?
It's too early to tell. I'm not sure.
Did he buy pictures of him by service station?
That again, I'm not sure. We have got the arson squad doing their investigations. As you would expect, there's a lot of people to talk to. There's a lot of follow-up inquiries happening.
Do you make any threats to the bank staff or make any conversation, etc. beforehand?
Again, I'm sorry, I haven't got that information. As you understand, there's been a lot happening here this afternoon. We've had a lot of inquiries to make, and the finer details of that I haven't got.
Witnesses said it was more of an explosion.
Was it damage to the ATMs in front, or is it throughout the building?
That I'm not sure.
Was it an explosion? Some witnesses said it was more of an explosion than a fire.
Again, I don't have that detail, but I know that there obviously was some sort of fire, but whether there was explosion beforehand, I'm not sure.
Did the man throw any people on
I'm sorry, I haven't got that detail.
Was staff injured? Any staff amongst the injured?
I know that there were people in the bank, and whether they were staff or customers, I haven't got that detail either.
What was used to bring the accelerant to the bank? Do we know?
No, I haven't got that detail either.
How would you summarise the act here today?
As I stated at the start, the information that I've got, there was a male person that attended the Commonwealth Bank. He had some sort of accelerant with him, a container that I'm not sure that he had, and somehow that accelerant was inside the bank.
Are there any concerns this was terror related at all? Is that part of an investigation?
Again, too early to tell. I know the arson squad are investigating the matter, and they'll make all follow-up inquiries as they fit with the investigation.
Just to clarify, did he set the bank on fire and then he set himself on fire, or you're not really sure?
Oh, I'm sorry, I would not know that information.
What are his injuries?
Again, I'm not sure. He has got burns injuries, and they are of a serious nature, but I can get the ambulance Victoria to talk up to me more about that.
When the other banks closed down, was there fear of contagion, other attacks, similar attacks?
Sorry,
Why was the NAB shut down across the road? Was that police or was that a bank decision?
I wasn't even aware that occurred, so I'm not sure of that detail.
How fortunate is it that nobody was killed?
Oh, absolutely. I think the emergency services attended very quickly and responded as quick as they can, and I'm sure that in itself has contributed to less serious injuries.
Do you know what injuries the children suffered, the younger children?
I'm sorry, I don't know the particulars of the people.
Whereabouts was the fire in the bank? We've been told that it might be near the ATMs.
I'm sorry, I haven't got that detail. I wouldn't know.
All right, let's go to Ambrose next.
Yes, thank you.
David Tuttle again, if that's okay, when everyone's ready to step forward. Yeah.
Andy Roughton, Group Manager for Ambulance Victoria.
How do we spell Roughton?
Roughton.
Lovely. What do you know about people who've been injured today? How many people? What are their injuries?
I think we responded to 26 patients. I think initially you can imagine this thing was quite chaotic. So we had to assess, treat and transport those patients. A mixture of burns and respiratory issues.
How many were seriously burned?
Of the 26, there were 6 people seriously critical condition.
What injuries did the children suffer?
At this stage, burns and respiratory is like I say.
Is there a chance any of the injured people is alive?
I think 6 of them are very critical, and I hope that's not the case, but there is a chance.
Are some of those 6 children themselves?
At this stage, I can't say. All I can say is there are 6 critical.
And of the 26, how many have been transferred to hospital? How many were treated here, and how many have...
Well, when we arrived, actually, there were a large number of people actually at sea. It was 26 all transported to hospital, and depending on their condition, which hospital they were transported to.
So how many people are critical in a life-threatening condition?
6 people are critical at the moment.
How unusual is this scene for paramedics? I understand that, obviously 26 people is a lot of people for you to have to treat and take to hospital. How unusual is this event today?
Well, I think it is significant for us, and we had to escalate to our highest level of our emergency response plan. So it was significant, but I think the escalation was appropriate, and I think it was dealt with well.
What injuries does the offender have? Is he included in the 26 or is he separate?
At this stage, I can just say there's 6 critical, and the rest are significant.
Is he in a critical condition?
Once again, I can just say just we have 6 people critical. Well, I think it's traumatic for everybody involved, the emergency services and bystanders. And I think we're very conscious of that. It's a dreadful thing to witness, and what we do is we make sure that we care for that provision, and we look after people as we can.
Yeah.
Paul Carrick, I'm an operations officer with the CFA, and I'm at Gamma.
And just talking to me if that's okay, Paul. Thank you. I'll be your eye line.
Does it look like it was more of an explosion or?
What I can tell you is that just after 11:30, the Springvale and Gamma fire brigades responded to a fire in the bank with reports of a person on fire. They arrived within about 90 seconds of the call, found that the front doors of the bank were closed. Fire was evident inside the building, so they entered with breathing apparatus and hose lines and rescued 25 people with a range of injuries from minor burns right through to severe to serious injury burns, and they managed to bring those out of the front of the building where they were triaged and provided first aid until the arrival of the ambulance.
The doors were intact.
How full on was this fire?
Well, from my understanding, and you can have a look inside the bank, it's very black, so there would have been a lot of flame to start with and a lot of smoke.
How much damage has it caused inside the bank?
Significant damage to the entire bank.
Has it gutted the bank?
Probably not, but significant work needs to be required to bring it back to
Do you know whereabouts in the bank the fire might have started?
My understanding is not exactly sure, but not far inside the front entrance.
So it looks like it was used?
There's been apparently a flammable liquid used. I'm not sure what the flammable liquid was.
Is there evidence of an explosion?
Absolutely.
What could have caused that explosion if it was a flammable liquid that was used?
I'm not sure, but a lot of flammable liquids will cause explosions.
There were a couple of bystanders that were there before the fire is. How would you describe their actions?
They were fantastic from my view. They provided water to the victims with the burns. They were great. They were really good.
Did firefighters find a petrol canister at all?
Haven't seen the petrol canister at this stage.
Is there a risk of asbestos?
I don't believe so. I think it's a relatively new building, so I don't believe asbestos is the problem.
And the glass facade of the bank, is that intact or was that destroyed in any...
That's intact. It's probably showing signs of smoke damage on it.
How amazing is it that no one's lost their life here?
Very amazing, very lucky, and it was a combined effort, I think, by civilians, witnesses who were in attendance, and the emergency services response was fantastic and resulted in what we got here is a great effort.
And for civilians, did they get hold of fire extinguishers before you guys were on the scene from neighbouring properties?
I believe there was a fire extinguisher used at least once.
Can I please get your name and spelling as well?
Yes, Paul Carrick, operations officer with CFA Dandon, and it's CARRIWG.
And Paul, do firefighters know at all how this accelerant might have come to the bank?
Probably the same story that Victoria Police have already told you. We understand there's been an explosion in the bank where numerous persons have been hurt.
That doesn't explain how the accelerant got to the bank.
Unaware of that. I've got no information in relation to how this transported to the bank.
You said that there was no petrol tin found. Was there any other containers that may give you an indication of what's happened?
But to be honest with you, firefighters haven't observed the container of fuel, but then again, we haven't actually gone searching for it as a crime scene, so maybe there.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Can we just get spellings of names?
I can clarify that.